to piggyback on what Jermaine said, to wrap this up, that first day was so difficult because I had never danced with choreography. This is how I realized how great Columbus was, to give Columbus some props. Columbus showed up, one day he showed up late. I don't know what he was doing, but he showed up late. And they showed him the steps. We was practicing all day. When I'm telling you all day to get these steps down. Columbus showed up, they showed him the steps. I promise you, I'm not making this up. He got them steps down in 5 minutes. I'm no joke. And I said, well, that's why he's the star of this movie.
Being a man in it is hard, but women have to go up. They got to do a whole bunch of stuff, and so I'm a protector of entrepreneurs. All of them that I've worked with, from Megan to Kerry Washington to Kate Beckinsale to Zoe Zaldana, they're my sisters. But actually, Megan is my sister. Like, we didn't come out of the same womb, but we were raised together. So when we got on that set, she showed up for me, and I just wanted to make sure we were protected. We had to take 3 shots just to kiss, because we literally grew up like brother and sister. So it was very, it was the first time an ingenue showed up for me, and it just taught me how to show up for them from then on.
Going back to DJ and his entire journey, the reason why he ends up going to truth and why he gets exposed. But it happens because there's a fight that breaks out in the result of DJ's brother's death. And he gets convicted because he only has a public defender who can't even remember his name. Again, going back to, I was 12 when I first saw this movie. It was
Hey, how y'all doing this evening? All right. Thank y'all for coming out. Let's give a round of applause for all these lovely people up here too. All my brethren, all the ladies here. Let's give another big round of applause for Stomp the Yard too. Yes. One of the great movies. This movie, one of the movies I've done, this is one of the great movies that I had the pleasure of being involved with. I got the call from Chuck Maldonado and Dave Scott to come down and audition with about 500,000 other people. And when I left the audition, I had bruises on my thighs and my biceps from doing all the steps. And it really taught me how much a bunch of fraternities and sororities really go through their rehearsals and representing all their hard work and all their abilities to do everything. And Larry Sims is in the building.
We got you.
And yeah, so we had some long rehearsals, and it was very fun making this movie in Atlanta. And man, I'm just humbled and honored. Ladies and gentlemen, Larry Sims. Hold on, yeah.
Before we go to Larry, we're going to come to Hot Carl McKinney from St. Louis, Missouri. Hot Carl. His name is Hot Carl. Okay? Hey,
how's everybody doing this evening? Starting with that name, I didn't even get to pick that name, just so you know. My government name is Carl McKinney. I'm named after my father, but thanks to another choreographer that's not here by the name of Swoop. So, that's right. Thank you. Won't go through his resume. We'll be here all night as well. Swoop gave me that name because he saw me doing something spicy. He saw me in a argument with an ex-girlfriend now, right? So I'm hitting an argument with an ex-girlfriend, and he was shocked to see my attitude. It's like, wait a minute, you're such a nice guy, laid back, but then you just hot. I'm like, bro, calm down. It's when Swoop says something, it sticks to you. If you're a dancer in this industry, once you get a name, Goofy, I guarantee you did not come up with that name. If I'm not mistaken and my history serves me correctly, I think Hammer gave you that name, right? He had the name before him, so the history precedes us. Sorry. But a lot of times, as a dancer, your dance name is given to you. Nice to meet everybody.
I always wanted to kind of
Did you make that part up yourself?
What? No, so you named one of my moves the pork chop, and you actually did it in the pool. Remember the yeah. So I mean, we all contributed. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Herb, man. The whole Moo Gamma Who, bitches, all this man.
Gamma Who, one word.
All this man. He had a whole
Skit.
he had a playwright.
So good.
He did a playwright of this character, and we were all eating lunch, and everybody just put down their biscuits, and just literally just watched this man do his thing. And we were like, yo, we have to put this in the routine somewhere. And Columbus, he killed it, and we all was able to collaborate with him. But for me personally, man, I've always wanted to show my range and not just be one-dimensional. I never wanted to be a comedic actor. By doing this, I showed my dancing skill, my comedy skill, and I was able to move on to do a great movie like The Great Debaters. You know what I'm saying? So, thank you, I appreciate that. But I always just wanted to be versatile, you know what I'm saying, and never just stay in one lane. So I'm blessed. And just to see everybody, even in this Gen Z age, how they're making us go viral. The Eagles made us go viral. You know what I'm saying? Watching the Eagles do our thing. They did exactly. And seeing all these kids reenact every scene that we do, this film will never die. It was a culture shock, and I'm beyond grateful for it. Thank you.
This movie allowed a lot of us to have our first. I had never choreographed a movie prior to Stomp the Yard, and they took a chance on me. So for me, it was important that I worked really hard to make sure that it was successful. But what I love the most about this movie and being a part of it, till this day, I cannot go to an HBCU or see a young brown or black person come up to me and say, because of Stomp the Yard, is the reason why I went to college. It is the reason why I played a fraternity. And because of you guys, they were sad to find out there was no begging things in school or no me got massage. But other than
That was a disappointment to me.
Other than that, they were really, this movie really made a change, a difference in a lot of people's lives, and definitely in mine, because from there, that started my choreography career. My first movie, my first big thing that I've done, and then since you from there.
As I said before, I went to Florida University and I got my Bachelor of Science degree in elementary education. So I've been teaching. Thank you, brother. I've taught kids for 18 years. So I've seen the impact. When the kids came in, I've been a rock star to the babies for a long time. So, that's part of my classroom management. Hey guys, guess what? Your teacher has been in Stomp the Yard. Really? So I've seen kids have kids and then come back and say that my babies went to school. I went to school because of what I saw my teacher do. And I would infuse all of that in the classroom. Like we would stomp, we would chant, we would use the things, the barbs, the quips that stood out for lessons and all this kind of stuff. So I've been really intimately connected with what it was supposed to be, that generational passing on to higher education. So appreciate you thinking.
Oh, what up? I thought about this today earlier for a second, and I came up with one